Good morning, Steve Reed with the grain comments. We're looking at markets being a little bit higher. Stocks unchanged after yesterday's drop. The dollar's unchanged after yesterday's big rally, and crude's a little bit higher. In November, soybeans were up against the last moving average, 200-day moving average at 14.58. Take that out and you could see some short covering. USDA did lower the crop ratings. We also heard of China feeders buying meal, although we haven't seen any new business as far as China buying U.S. beans. But we still have a record amount of soybeans on the books for the fall. We also noted that Motif rapeseed futures rallied along with Canada rapeseed, and most of the Dalian veg oil contracts are higher overnight. We do note that in the corn market yesterday, pretty strong rally. I think that continued overnight. The tour found lower than expected yields for corn in Ohio and South Dakota, which puts more emphasis on what they find, especially in Illinois and Iowa. Continue to see dry patterns in the Southwest plains, and corn crops there will be much lower than average. So we'll see if the central Midwest can offset the lower yields there. We also note that we'll be watching pretty closely exports out of Ukraine. The pace is behind what the USDA said, and some people say originators are having trouble getting corn to the ports because of damage to infrastructure. In the wheat market, we're trying to bounce off the recent seasonal lows. I think that in the wheat, we're watching pretty closely Russia and Ukraine export pace, which is below the level to meet the USDA numbers. China supposedly bought 5 cargoes of European feed wheat, and they might also be looking for wheat from US, Canada, and Australia. Again, the soft spring wheat crop ratings were left 64% good to excellent, while harvest is 33% done. That's well below where we were last year. Again, we're watching the outside markets as we get into Friday's Chairman Powell's speech. We'll be watching the inflation concerns, the recession concerns, the fact that right now global supply is less than demand. And we'll just kind of see how the market wants to handle all these inflation concerns and recession concerns, concerns about Ukraine, concerns about weather in Europe, and also potentially weather down the road in South America. If La Nina continues, some look for a possibility of a dry pattern again in Brazil's summer, and also northern Argentina. Hope that everybody has a good trading day. These are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services.